What's up, Michigan? Thanks for coming back to State Champs High School Sports Show. My name is Lorne.
And I'm Elizabeth Coon. Playoffs are taking place across all spring sports, and this is a show that gives you a look at a lot of it.
State Champs High School Sports Show is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Several world-class undergraduate programs, over 24 NAIA Division II level varsity sports. Recruit yourself. Visit ltuathletics.com.
Lacrosse fans know State Champs Face Off is your source for lacrosse highlights and more. The show premieres on Wednesdays, and you can watch it on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, or on the State Champs Michigan Facebook and YouTube channel. Let's get to this week's regional highlights.
We start with a Division I girls lacrosse first-round matchup as Northville took on their rivals from Novi. The Mustangs' Izzy Heath Shepard scored 4 goals in the first half, and Northville led 12-2 at the break. Liz Cherniak would also put 4 on the board as the Mustangs galloped past Novi for a 17-9 victory. Next up for Northville, a regional semi-duel versus Brighton. Now to the fellas for a D1 regional semi-tussle as Grand Ledge was taking on Saline. This game played at Brighton High School. Grand Ledge jumped out to an 8-0 lead in the first half. Saline tried to get back in it, but it wasn't enough. Grand Ledge freshman Tyson Cooper led the way with the hat trick as the Comets went on to a 10-4 victory, made it to the regional finale for the first time in school history as they would also next take on Brighton.
I'm Jonathan Kidd, and we go to a Division I regional final from Tuesday night as Granville took on Rockford. This game went back and forth in the opening half, and Granville was up 6-4 as we head into the break. And the Bulldogs will outscore Rockford 5-2 in the second half. Colin Davis led the way with 4 goals for Granville as they went on to beat Rockford 11-6 the final. It's the Bulldogs' first regional championship in school history.
Looking to improve your sports performance? Check out our exclusive Game Changers series on tips for training, nutrition, recovery, and more. Just visit dmc.org/gamechangers.
State Champs Women is the home for all female sports content here on State Champs. Or see the clips on State Champs W's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. Swing Away is our softball show that is dedicated to covering softball. Hosted by Sydney Carriel, Swing Away drops every Thursday. Updates on our total softball player of the year race and more. Let's check out the highlights right now.
We start in Fenton as the Tigers took on Clarkston. This one was all Fenton starting in the first inning. Kariana Pelkey started it off with an RBI single, and the Tigers didn't stop there. Maddie Best now up to the plate. She hits that one up the middle to bring another one home. Tommy Craven smacking a 2-run RBI double, making the score 6-0 in the first inning. We jump now to the 4th inning. Lauren Miller with a home run over left field. Fenton takes this one 11-1. We head over to East Kentwood where the Falcons took on the Eagles of Hudsonville. Hudsonville coming out hot. They'll score 7 runs in the first inning. Runners on second and third, Megan Beamer, who led the offense with 3 hits, 2 runs scored, and 2 runs batted in, smacks that one to the fence, scoring 2 with an RBI double. We jump now to the 4th inning. Ashley Sorrell hits a hard ball to the outfield to bring in another run. The Eagles take this one 14-1, the final, and end up taking 2nd place in the OK Red Conference.
This weekend is the busiest time for high school sports in the entire year. This weekend alone, we'll be tracking nearly 1,000 scorers in our 11 spring sports. Team and individual champions will be crowned in both boys and girls track and field and Lower Peninsula girls tennis. In the Upper Peninsula, boys and girls golf and boys tennis championships are already underway. After this weekend, we'll be down to the semifinals in girls lacrosse and the quarterfinals on the boys lacrosse side. Girls soccer will be at the regional level in all 4 divisions, and the 2 sports with the most teams in action, baseball and softball, will see hundreds of district games played this weekend. We'll be updating brackets on MHSAA.com as the results come in, so be sure to check us out online for the most up-to-date information. Good luck to everyone participating in these final events of the 2021-22 school year. Fans wishing to attend any of these district, regional, quarterfinal, semifinal, or final contests, whether it be this weekend or over the last 2 weeks of the school year, tickets can be bought at GoFan. That's gofan.co.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. Ever dreamed of learning how to design automobiles or other modes of transportation? Lawrence Technological University is the place to pursue your passion. Lawrence Tech has created a unique transportation design program that allows you to blend your creative design talent along with comprehensive understanding of automotive technology. This unique program offers many unique benefits. 100% of students enrolled in the transportation design program win internships in the industry. Students participate in company-sponsored projects all 4 years. All students are given a personal workspace in dedicated design studios led by industry designers and leaders. And top student designs are displayed at the North American International Auto Show, one of the biggest shows in the world. If you're interested in transportation and industrial design and you want to learn more about the degree programs offered at LTU, do yourself a huge favor and go to the website right now, ltu.edu. Find out how you can steer yourself onto the highway of your incredible future. In partnership with the DMC, the MHSAA, LTU, and the Michigan High School Baseball Coaches Association, Extra Innings is the baseball show that drops Fridays. Highlights, coaches, interviews, and more. You can find Extra Innings on StateChampsNetwork.com or our State Champs TV YouTube page and on State Champs Michigan's Facebook page. Let's get to the district recaps. We start with the Division I pre-district from Saturday afternoon. The fight for Grosse Pointe bragging rights as we saw unranked Grosse Pointe North taking on their rivals D1 17th ranked Grosse Pointe South. Let's begin top two. North down, 2-zip. Parker O'Neill sends it up the middle. Run scores. Norseman down a digit. On the hill for North in this one, Jordan Arsenault tossed 5 strikeouts, allowing only 2 runs in 7 innings. The junior helped his own cause at the plate in the 6th. Duck snort to right is a fair ball. Give Arsenault the RBI. Grosse Pointe North with a healthy 7-2 advantage. In the 7th, North put this game on ice. Another junior, Drew Hill, sending it deep to right and gone. 2-run jack. The Norsemen take down a ranked Grosse Pointe South team to advance to the district semis with a 9-2 victory. We head a little north to Oxford for another D1 pre-district matchup as Waterford Kettering took on Clarkston. Kettering got the party started courtesy the Wayne State commit Logan Van Sicklen. A moonshot to left center, solo homer. They added another run and the captains led 2-0 after the top half of the second. But the Clarkston bats heated up bottom 3. Luke Spicer, the double to left, that brings home Lucas McKinney. Wolves put up 6 runs in the at-bat. Clarkston up big 7-2. Kettering trying to make a comeback in the 7th. Tommy Nibbs drives home a run with this shot down the line. Captains trailing 9-4. But Luke Spicer would shut the door. The strikeout to end the contest. Clarkston is moving on with a 9-4 win over Kettering. And we had one more Division I pre-district from Tuesday afternoon. Another rivalry as Plymouth and Canton share the same campus. This one for their respective playoff lives. Both teams ranked, and the number 16 Wildcats got it going in the top of the first. William Holmes, the poke to center, scoring a pair. Plymouth up a 4 spot. 20th ranked Canton came right back in the bottom of the inning. Barrett Barker gets it done with the single to left center. 2 Chiefs will cross the dish. They added 3 more runs and led 5-4. But Plymouth would outscore Canton 7-1 the rest of the way. Ryan Campbell had a pair of ribbies, and the Wildcats advanced with an 11-6 win over Canton. Well, it is regionals week here in Michigan high school boys golf. It's currently raining here. It's been kind of off and on. What else is new? Now, for those who had regionals on Tuesdays, it was warm. A little wet for those today, but kind of a mixed bag. That's the way it's been all season. But welcome to another edition of the State Champs Michigan High School Boys Golfer of the Year update presented by Tour Edge Golf. See for yourself why over 150 PGA Tour players have chosen to play Tour Edge, the pound-for-pound leader in golf club innovation and performance. See it all at touredge.com. I'm Lorne Plant, joined by somewhere in Michigan, by Michigan Golf Live executive producer and host Bill Hobson. Where are you, Bill?
Our TV crew is on the road in northern Michigan shooting an episode to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Gaylord Golf Mecca. And you and I have tried, your viewers don't know this, but we've tried a few times for me to connect with you out on the golf course. I'm at Indian River Golf Club right now, and the signals aren't that strong. So I'm in the clubhouse, beautiful clubhouse, and I think we're good to go for a bit. But you said it was raining down where you are. Up north, it's a beautiful day. It's about 61 and sunny, so we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. And yes, exactly. Everything seems to be working now, and that is great. Now, as I stated at the top, it's regionals week here in Michigan with the state championships a little more than a week away. We record these segments on Wednesday, and we have state champs cameras actually right now out at the Emerald Golf Course in St. John's, Michigan. That course about an hour north of Lansing. St. John's High School is hosting a Division II regional. We've got 2 Player of the Year nominees golfing at that event. I'll explain why I say that at the moment, or in just a moment. I'm putting you on the spot here, Bill, but what are your thoughts on the Emerald Golf Course?
Oh, man, that is such a good golf course. My friends Jay and Katie Eckleton have run that place for a long time. By the way, if you go there and don't get the pizza, you probably should be given some sort of a ticket or some sort of a civil infraction because the pizza is incredible. The Emerald is truly a championship course that's priced at a budget level for everybody, but the greens there are every bit as good at some of the more, upscale private clubs, and they can be a tremendous challenge there. In fact, I would expect if you look at the regional scores that come out from all across the state, I would fully expect to see that the scores at the Emerald would be a little bit higher than those elsewhere. I know there are a lot of mitigating factors involved there, but it's a very playable course. But once you get onto those greens, if you're struggling at all with the putter or the short game, you're going to have a very long day.
Well, and that's great. I'm glad that you said that because these are the kind of conversations that we'll have when we're determining our Final Four and determining ultimately our champion is, the challenge that each particular course, happens for us. It's all right. They're putting dishes away back there. It's all good.
There's a marching band practice taking place here in the clubhouse.
Right,
I don't know.
Right, exactly. Just to remind you guys, we will have highlights of that regional presented on the State Champs Facebook, Twitter pages. We'll have a recap that will premiere on Friday on the State Champs High School Sports Show, which drops on YouTube, Facebook, and the State Champs Network website. Okay, here's the deal. It's our contest, and we want the best golfers to get a shot at getting into the Final Four. So we're going with 12 candidates that are going to have a shot at getting in. We've been doing kind of a top 10 and a watch list all year. I felt it was really apropos to put a dozen in to this final week before we decide who is in the Final Four. These golfers are consistent with the 12 top-ranked golfers on the MHSAA app, so you can go and look and see what their performances have been like throughout the year. So we're adding to our top 10 for the final week. We're adding the talented sophomore from East Lansing, Drew Miller, who's been tearing it up as of late. When ranking 9 holes, counting as 1 round, Drew has 23 rounds in his pocket. He's currently ranked number 1 in the state. That's the way he's been doing it. And the other golfer entering the race is Williamston senior Caleb Bond. He's won every 18-hole invitational he's played in this season, including the Gulf Lake Invite at the Meadows, the East Lansing Invite at Hawk Hollow, the CAAC Open, and the CAAC Red League Championship. And outside of league play, he was a medalist at the Michigan Am qualifier at Washtenaw Golf Club last week, shooting 2 under. So he is in the mix and has been. So we're running with 12, Bill. We'll analyze the season-long performances, including regionals. I sent you some notes, and, I think we've got some pretty good representation from across the state.
Well, and that's the thing we were looking for from the very outset, was to make sure that every sector was represented. And with this being such a weird spring like it was, where you couldn't really count on just putting on a pair of shorts and going out and playing golf. You said, where you are, it's pouring rain. Where I am, it's sunny and very, very playable. So we have so many different factors involved. I love the idea of expanding the field a bit. This regional time, for all of the difficulties and the obstacles that have been out there so far this season, this is the time now to perform. This is what we talked about now for several weeks. When you get to this moment, this is either where your career continues or your career wraps up if you're a senior. And we also have this unique mix between seniors and then underclassmen in this top 12. It's really cool to see, especially when you look at the freshmen and sophomores that are involved in all of this. There's some tremendous talent out there. And I was just thinking about this, Lorne, the other day. I was watching the NCAA individual championships, and a freshman won in a playoff. And you remember that there is such talent among the younger competitors, and the same is true in high school. This is the time to show that off.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got 4 Division I, 6 Division II, 1 Division III, 1 Division IV golfers making up our top 12. Areas like East Lansing, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Ann Arbor, Birmingham, Flint, all represented. And regionals going on this week. State finals again a week from Saturday on June 11th. We'll select our Final Four in next week's show. Voting will continue through Monday, June 6th, although it's clear that the Brother Rice Jr., Lorenzo Pinilli, is going to win the online vote. He'll automatically have a spot in the Final Four, have a 20% advantage over everyone else to win the Player of the Year. We still encourage you to vote for your favorite candidate, so at statechampsnetwork.com and clicking on the Golfer of the Year banner, because, again, when a lot of factors seem to be even, we will go back and kind of look at what the support was, and that matters.
Yeah, it sure does. And it matters to the players as well. If you've ever wondered if your vote counts, it counts in more than just the computation for the award. It really counts to these players. It matters to know that you've got a community behind you, you've got a school behind you, and at the very least, you've got an athletic program that's behind you. And, Lorne, we've only got a couple of these weeks left. Yeah. This is almost it. It flies by so quickly because we deal with weather to start off, and then all of a sudden it's regionals. Yeah. We've been saying this for weeks, and now is the time to shine, get your game together, and really focus on making your mark on behalf of not only your school, but on behalf of yourself and in this competition.
That's right. State finals will be a week from this Saturday. So, hey, Bill, thank you so much for joining us once again.
Glad we could make it work. We'll do it again.
All right, sounds good. I'm Lorne Plant. That's it for this week's update in our State Champs Michigan High School Boys Golfer of the Year race presented by Tour Edge.
Let's take a few minutes to see more of State Champs Michigan's coverage with highlights in girls soccer and boys golf.
We head to girls soccer. Bloomfield Hills Roper was at Royal Oak Shrine for the Division IV district semifinals. Starting in the first half, Catherine Murray setting up Nora Tisco with the header to put the Knights up 2-0. Tisco had quite the night. She would end with the hat trick. Next, it was Julia Bach with the second half goal. She would put up 2 goals for the Knights in their 8-0 win over the Rough Riders. Shrine advances to the Division IV district finals.
I'm Ryan Slocum at the Emerald in St. John's for a Division II Boys Golf Regional Championship. We begin with Hazlitt senior Justin Dixon. His chip from the fringe on the par 4 10th hole finds nothing but the bottom. Dixon finished with an 82. His teammate, freshman Luke Blatter, qualified for state finals individually after shooting a 74. Another individual qualifier was Linden's Andrew Skellinger. The senior with the great long downhill putt at the 6th. He would finish that off for par and would finish 3rd place overall with a 1 over par 73. Williamston had a number of players creeping toward the top of the leaderboard. Senior Sam Harvey finishing out his round with a par on the 18th. He came in 5th with a 75. His teammate is Bond, Caleb Bond, with an eagle after sticking his approach at the par 5 17th. Bond finished in a tie for 6th after a round of 76. Elma's Jeffrey Sager and Nash Leonard from Bay City Western also shot 76 to qualify for states as individuals. Flint Power senior Luke Kramer shot 76 as well, as his Chargers were fighting for the team title. Powers junior Robert Burns sat atop the leaderboard from the jump. He was 3 under par through 4 holes, but Gunnar Starrett and DeWitt were right on his tail. The senior finished with an even par 72. But he could not catch Burns, who had the flat stick working. Mr. Burns took the lead for good with this long putt for Bird on 13. He was the only player in the red, firing a 3 69 to take individual medalist honors while leading Powers Catholic to the regional championship with a team total of 303. 4 shots better than DeWitt. Williamston was third.
Did you know State Champs has weekly podcasts for our shows?
Yeah.
It's true. The State Champs Podcast Network has companion podcasts for both Face Off and Extra Innings. SCW's Diamond Gems is a recruiting-based softball podcast. Find them on the Spreaker Podcast app or on your favorite podcasting app. Simply search State Champs Network for all of our spring podcasts.
If you love high school robotics, check out the RoboZone Show YouTube channel. It's there we have Pete Ekman's weekly podcast and a ton of videos covering all kinds of content. State Champs RoboZone can also be found on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All the State Champs Michigan content is under State Champs Mich, M-I-C-H, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also check out State Champs W or State Champs RoboZone, and follow State Champs Esports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because we have new game-related content coming up very soon.
We have 2 websites, statechampsnetwork.com, and for all of our female sports coverage, statechampsw.com. Our mobile app is available for both iPhone and Android, and you can also download it for free on Fire TV and Roku. I'm Elizabeth Coon.
And I'm Lorne Plant. Thanks for watching State Champs High School Sports Show. One more show to go, and that is next week. Bye-bye. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself.
State Champs is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner of the MHSAA.
The Detroit Medical Center Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Pros. Do you have a sports injury, or are you just looking to take your game to the next level? Go where the pros go. Visit dmc.org/gamechangers. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's Male and Female Athlete of the Year Awards. Who will be this year's Athletes of the Year? Find out live Monday, June 6th, only on the State Champs Michigan Network.
U.S. Navy recruiting. Call 313-315-2560 and talk to a local officer to find out how the Navy can take you anywhere, from the sea to the stars. Tour Edge Golf, the Boys Golf Player of the Year, presented by Tour Edge. See for yourself why over 150 PGA Tour players have chosen to play Tour Edge, the pound-for-pound leader in golf club innovation and performance at touredge.com.
And Oakland School's technical campuses, designed for any student who wants to graduate high school with industry certifications, on-the-job experiences, business connections, and college credits. Check them out at ostconline.com.